Morning, guys. Good to have you back. Today is Friday, and luckily for us, we're going to be finishing the last topic in language before going to review and prepare for our exams coming up very soon. So, today we're going to be introducing the new topic known as sequencing. Sequencing is kind of related sentences we did on Wednesday, right? Where we were able to kind of put sentences in order so that someone or whoever is listening to us can be able to follow our initial idea and continue with that kind of pattern. So I think we've done sequencing in math where it's just how just have to put the numbers in an orderly manner. So it's the same thing in language. It's just for you to be able to put a logical idea so that people can just follow your idea, like the happenings, what happened first, second, third, like they'll be able to follow you or listen to you in a logical way. All right. So open to page 230. Right, the date today is Friday, June 5, 2020. Friday, June 5, 2020. The page is page 230. It says sentences should be put in a logical order so that people can follow the idea. Just like I explained before, what comes first, what happens after the first, what happens after the second. So it's just like you putting them in an orderly manner, your sentences in an orderly manner. So we have an exercise in the book. It said match the sentences with a picture and write the letters. So we have a picture here, and this picture is kind of telling us a story. All right, and these are the sentences that is talking about each picture. So we have to put these pictures or these sentences in an orderly manner. That is what came first, what happened first, what came after that, what came after that. That is what we mean by sequencing. So let's look at the pictures and the sentences. Number one, A read, he then tied a pine cone to a branch. That should definitely not be the beginning of a sentence. It's kind of a continuation. The B says, I put peanut butter over a pine cone. That is not the beginning. C says, Grandpa tied a string around the pine cone. D says, I got a peanut butter from the fridge. E says, soon a bird came and pecked at the pine cone. And F says, then my sister rolled the pine cone in bird seed. All right, now the first thing we have to do here is to put in the sentences to the matching picture. So let's look at picture number one. What's happening there? I think the sister is rolling the pine cone in bird seed, just like we see here. Okay, so you can see her rolling the pine cone in a bird seed. So here should be F. Then my sister rolled the pine cone in bird seed. So this should be F. Now you look at the picture. The bird is pecking on the pine cone. So which sentence should best define that picture? So you read each sentence is A, B, C, D, E, and you put in the alphabet that matches the picture correctly. So I've done number one is F, and then you complete the other one before we go into putting the sentences in their correct sequence or in the correct order. So when you're done with this page, when you're done putting in the correct alphabets in the correct picture space, you turn to the next page and it says put the sentences in B in order. So we have to rearrange the sentences here, right? We have to write them in order on these lines. Okay, so you have number 1 to 6. So what should be the first, the beginning of the sentence? Okay. All right, so let's say, for example, that we want to rearrange the sentences in sequences. So which sentence should come first? Let's read all the sentences again. A says, he then tied a pine cone to a branch, which I said cannot begin a sentence. B says, I put peanut butter over a pine cone. C says, Grandpa tied a string around the pine cone. D says, I got a peanut butter from the fridge. E says, soon a bird came and pecked at the pine cone. And F says, then my sister rolled the pine cone in bird seed. So I'm going to say the first idea or the first sentence here should be, I got the peanut butter from the fridge. Excuse me. Because we can see that they are trying to make a bad food. All right. So the first thing that has to be done is that the boy went to the fridge and brought out what? A peanut butter. So I'm going to write on the first line here the sentence in D. I got, so I'm going to copy this. I got the peanut butter from the fridge, and I'll write it as the first one. I got the peanut butter from the fridge. Now, after getting the peanut butter from the fridge, what happened? What happened? So you look at the pictures and choose the next step or the next order or the next activity that you think happened after the boy got the peanut butter out of the fridge. So that's it for language. When you're done with that, there's also another exercise at the bottom here. It says put the pictures in order by writing the letters in the boxes. Write sentences about them. So this is kind of what we did in the previous one. You have picture A, B, C. So which picture comes first? You write A. You write the picture that comes first. If it is B, you write B, and then try to make a sentence looking at the picture. So that's it for language. If you still need me to explain something more, please don't hesitate to send me a voice note. And like I said on Wednesday, that we have to complete our group 6 word, which are the final words for this trimester. So the last words we're going to introduce today are 9, the number 9, 1, the number 1, the number 7, the number 6, the number 10, the number 3, and the number 2. So the last words for this trimesters are numbers 9, 1, 7, 6, 10, 3, and 2. So yeah, that's it for the new words. Try to read them, try to write the words without looking in the book. And of course, you know what to do with your language notebook. Take out a language notebook, write out the date, Friday, June 5, 2020. Write the topic, new words, and you copy down the new words into 4 places. And then try to make sentences with the numbers. I am equally going to write down the words under my link and make my own sentences. So that's it for today in language, and that's it for this trimester. So yeah, I'm so thankful that we're able to cover everything for this trimester. Thank you guys also for working diligently with me. All right, guys, so that's it for today. If you're done with your work, take a picture of it and send it to me. If you still need me to explain anything to you in details, send me a voice note and I will do that. All right, have a wonderful weekend and see you on Monday with our revisions. Bye.